Welcome to this episode of Pretty Coffee with Kristin. And what I want to talk to you today about is I felt like a fraud last year and it changed things. I got called out and it completely changed things for me. I have been preaching Bring Pretty back for, my first book was published over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. The book was published. I published a second book, and in my heart, I've always felt exactly how I feel. That being said, last summer, I got called out, and I said, "Oh, okay. I see this. I see what's kind of been holding me back." Let me tell you what happened. We were going out with some friends of ours, and we were going out. It was in the summer, and my friend said, where are your shorts? And I said, no, I don't wear shorts. I don't even have any. I haven't worn them in years. And our other friend, he looks at me, he says, "Aren't you all about like pink and pretty and women loving themselves?" Why, yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I am. Yes. Called me out. Now, you know that when somebody calls you out and you just have to do one of those and say, "You're right," and you kind of hang your head in shame. That was me that day. That was me. And then I thought about it and I said, that's one of the things that has been holding me back was I knew I wasn't practicing what I was preaching every day. I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. He called me out. He was 1,000% right. The next day, I went on down to the old Walmart and I got myself a pair of shorts. And I put them on. And I wore them a lot all summer. I said, and I went back. You know what I did? I read my book. I got my book out. I started watching my own shows, and I said, you're going all in with this Bring Pretty Back business because you're not living the life that you want to live. You're not practicing what you're preaching. You're not doing what you're telling others. And I was ashamed of myself. I was ashamed of myself because I felt like a fraud, and I started making changes that day. And it isn't about, it's for you. It's whatever it is for you that you feel good about yourself. That's what it's about. I wasn't feeling good about myself. I had gone into old habits. I was not doing what I wanted to do in life. I wasn't living the life I wanted to live. I wasn't wearing the clothes I wanted to wear. I was not living my best pretty life. And I started making the changes. And I want to say, number one, I'm so glad I was called out. Good. I needed it. Number two, I started that minute practicing what I preach, and now I'm practicing it and I'm preaching. So I'm preaching to you. If you haven't wore shorts this year because you don't feel like you look good in them, go buy the shorts. And you know what? I'm looking at myself and I can't figure out what's not right. You know what? I didn't put my eyebrows on. I didn't put my brows on. I got these thin blonde brows. Well, there you go. That's what we have today. Some days we have blonde thin brows. That's today. Oh well, but I couldn't figure out what was wrong. What was wrong with my face? Well, that's what's wrong with my face. Okay, so you know what? This is what I encourage you to do. I encourage you to go get some shorts. Put your brows on if it makes you feel pretty. Start today. Start today. Start right now. None of this down the road, when this, when that. I could have done I'll lose some weight and I'll get the shorts. No. I went and got the shorts and then I started losing some weight. But that was the day. Don't put off. Life's too short. Life is too short to not live the life that you want to live. It isn't. And don't wait for someone to call you out like they did me, because it doesn't feel very good. It doesn't. Start living for you today. I'm preaching to you. I'm preaching to the choir, and I'm preaching to myself. So go out and do something for yourself today to start bringing your pretty back so you can feel good about yourself, and go out and have a pretty day.